I mean, the college really dresses up for party during September and then dresses down for work during December. And this shift that we witness, I think it's really magical.
Hi guys, and today I got my friend Sylvie, a final year MBBS student at NRS Medical College and Hospital. Thanks for joining.
Hi Shivam, thank you so much for having me. I think it's amazing what you're doing, like creating a forum and generating awareness about medical education. I think it's really crucial for the aspirants.
Thank you, and today we will talk about her experiences at NRS Medical College. So firstly, what was your thought process before stepping in as a medico in your college?
So, like, I come from a typical middle class Indian family, and being from a typical Indian middle class family, I had only two career options, like being a doctor or being an engineer. And my sister, who is already an engineer, so it naturally fell upon me to be the doctor. And so yeah, I was very happy because I cracked NEET at my first attempt. And but in hindsight, I think I was pretty clueless as well, because I wanted to become a doctor for sure, but I was not aware of the rigorous process that it takes to become one. Like, we have 5.5 year duration, that too for a bachelor's degree. We have 9 semesters, 14 professional papers, 19 subjects, and infinite vivas. Like, we probably have a viva every week. So I was very happy, but I guess in hindsight, I was a little naive as well.
Okay. And what did you realize after your first day at the college?
So I thought that cracking NEET was the only hurdle that I had to cross in life. After that, I did not have to study anymore. So when I first entered medical college for the first time on the first day, I realized that this is far from the truth. I saw all the amazing people and dedicated people. They were on the first row and they were jotting down every point from the slide. And we had human bones we had to mark during anatomy lessons. We had urine samples that we needed to test. We pricked our own blood and examined under our microscope. So yeah, it was quite a shock. It was very overwhelming. But we also had our white coat ceremony on the first day of NRS Medical College. And I remember donning that white coat, and I realized that all my dreams were coming true. So yeah, it was quite a shock, but I was very happy as well.
Okay, so now it's been like 4 years, 4.5 years, and how's life as an MBBS student?
So studying is obviously a part of it, but it's all relative, like how much you want to study really depends on you. Like, you can study 10 times of what we go through in class 11 and 12, or we can study 1/10 of it. And this entire grueling process, the similar hardships that we go through, the sleepless nights, the internship duties that span days, really knits us together in a very close and cozy community that feels amazing and very exclusive to be a part of. And also there's this pride that we can help society directly, and that kind of helps with our self-esteem, which goes through a rough patch every now and then. So that is our kryptonite, and we really hold on to that we can all contribute to society in our own way, but the fact that we can directly help, so yeah, that helps. And there's also a respect that we get from neighbors and relatives, even strangers. I feel it's kind of undeserving because they expect us to diagnose them, read their CT scans or MRIs, even in first and second year of college, when we don't even know the difference between a CT scan and an MRI scan. But it would be wrong to portray MBBS as only study. I mean, we have something going on in the college all the time, like pre-fest, then fest, then freshers. We have tournaments, badminton, football, cricket. Even if nothing is going on, like, someone or the other will always be there in the common room playing carom or table tennis. So yeah, and during fest we have flash mobs, all night dance rehearsals and dramas. So I think it's a very eclectic process, and studying is only a part of it, but of course an important part. So yeah, that's my take on MBBS.
Okay, that was wonderful. And now I'll move to like the specific things about NRS Medical College and Hospital. So firstly, tell me about the teaching faculties there.
So there is a uniformity that exists within the university. The professors are transferred internally every 3 years. All the students have equal learning opportunities. So in my time, I have had the fortune to have some really amazing professors to look up to. We have Dr. Utpal Sir of surgery, who discovered some surgical procedure, and this was a big deal in Europe and everything. So yeah, we have amazing professors, but they are internally transferred. They write books that students all over India read. So yeah, we have really prominent professors, but they get transferred internally.
Tell me about the hostel life there.
Okay, so I am not a hostelite, so I can't comment about the real picture, but I can give a brief idea about what I've experienced during multiple of the times that I've stayed there for a couple of days maybe. So when I first entered the college versus now, I have seen such a dramatic improvement. Like they have beautified the place so much. It is so much cleaner now, more hygienic. They have installed lifts and the rooms look so much better. So that really goes on to show the constant strive for improvement that my college strives for.
And what about the mess food?
So I have only eaten once or twice at the mess, so I can't really comment. So I don't think I'm the right person to comment on it, but my friends who have to eat every day, they have a lot to say. And the famous food of our mess is the dal, is the yellow dal, which they describe it as yellow water. But I think the mess is like that in every college, like my sister's husband has done BTech from IIT Kharagpur, and over there he also complains like the mess is the same. So I don't think it's unique to our college.
Okay, I missed out this question, that how's the campus there?
We have a huge campus, and we are actually one of the very few medical colleges to have a huge ground. We have a beautiful field with beautiful bleachers on the side. We have a nice pond with swans and a lovely seating arrangement. We have at least 15 canteens. And there's the building called the UNB building, which is actually one of the heritage sites, and it houses maximum patient load of the hospital. Besides this, we have many lecture theatres with amazing acoustics. Like you can teach a class of 250 students without needing a mic. So I think that's pretty amazing.
Okay. So now that you are seniors yourself, but how was the atmosphere when you entered the college? How were the seniors there?
So we are blessed with such amazing seniors. They have set the benchmark of excellence so high. Like we have seniors who have cleared USMLE, who are doing residencies in the US, who have cleared PLAB in the first attempt. They are now in the Europe. But more importantly, they, some of them have even published research papers and went on to represent our college as well as a research paper in international conferences. They went to Germany, I think last year. And we also have seniors who have secured excellent rank in competitive exams like AIMS and UPSC. So yeah, I mean, the seniors are wonderful here. They set a benchmark of excellence that is so high, and they are so helpful as well. Like having gone through the university exams themselves, they will help you to study, to tell you what parts to study, and even during exams, they will come and fetch water for you in the hostel. So that's the kind of fraternity that we have with our seniors.
Okay, that's really great to hear. And lastly, tell me something about your day scholars. Like, how do they travel to your college? How's the transportation? In fact, you are a day scholar yourself, right? So how's the transportation like for you?
So it's not a big deal for me because I don't live that far away. I live in Newtown, which is approximately 10 kilometers from the college. But there are some people who have to travel by train because we have this thing in our college where they don't give hostel if you live within 35 kilometers. Okay, so for some people who live in say Barakpur or Shodhpur, they have to travel every day by train, and it's kind of sad that they can't get a hostel, because I can only imagine what it must be like to travel in local trains every day, daily. So yeah, I mean, if you live nearby, then being a day scholar is fine, but if you live on the outskirts, I think it's really tough for some people.
So let's enter into a interesting segment that would be like, what are your college fests? Like, tell me about them, and could you name your college fest?
So our college fest is called Ecstasy, which is very rightly named because it's absolutely ecstatic. And the college really blooms during the month of September. Everyone is involved in one thing or the other. Any event, you name it, we have it. Like from cooking competitions to dance competitions, fashion shows, inter-college fashion shows. We have N Factor, which is basically NRS version of X Factor, where you can showcase your talents. Then we have the research paper presentation, poster paper presentation, slam poetry. We have wrestling tournaments. Then we have something for the Mr. NRS, Miss NRS, and then we have like all night rehearsals. So the college like really comes alive during the month of September. And not only that, like we boast of a really impressive guest list in the likes of Sonu Nigam. Like Sonu Nigam came to perform at our college the last year we had fest. Then Arman Malik had come, Aditi Singh Sharma had come, Local Train, and even Sunburn had come to perform the DJ night in our college. But besides this, we also do a lot of educational stuff like blood donation camps and health camps, and we collaborate with a lot of NGOs. So yeah, it's the fest is like the Durga Puja of NRS Medical College. We have it for 5 to 6 days, and it's like non-stop fun. So yeah, that is truly a magical time that everyone looks forward to.
Okay, looks like so much fun goes on. In fact, one question which the audience would have, that was, when do you guys study?
So the college bangs with noise the whole year, but just 2 months before the professional exam, everybody goes into study mode. And that time you can really see the potential of the students. I mean, the college really dresses up for party during September and then dresses down for work during December. And this shift that we witness, I think it's really magical.
Definitely it is. So thank you so much on your take on NRS Medical College, and any final advice on the juniors who would be joining this college in the upcoming years?
So don't just come with the notion of studying. Keep an open mind, be adaptable, be open to change, romance, heartbreak. I mean, you will really grow from a child to an adult. People will no longer forgive you for your mistakes. It's like evolving from a pencil to a pen. And you're not going to be spoon-fed any longer. You're going to evolve. And like Monica would say, welcome to the medical world. It sucks, but you love it.
Okay, so that was a wonderful conversation with my friend. I didn't expect this to be that good, provided that you were so nervous before it.
But thank you so much, Shivam, for having me. We became such good friends because of it. And yeah, so thanks.
Yeah, that's it for now, guys. Hope the audience got a very good review on NRS Medical College and Hospital. Thank you.